Tracing your family history, part 1. People have asked us how they can trace their family history and ancestors. This is part 1 of a conversation which we hope will help. The first stage is very simple. Write down what you know. Don't worry about being really organised, trying to get dates right, etc. Just jot down everything. Even the smallest bit of gossip may help later. That also means that you should not ignore family stories that seem ridiculous or made up. For example, one woman had been told by a very elderly woman relative that her ancestor was a freed slave who must have had money because there was a picture of her in a very nice dress and she was supposed to have lived in big houses in Virginia and 3 Caribbean islands. This had become family legend and a source of pride, with rumours of land owned, etc. In fact, research showed that the ancestor from an early age had been a house slave that became the nanny of a plantation owner's daughter and stayed with her all her life, looking after the next generation of children. However, when the ancestor died, her 3 children were given their freedom by their owner as a thank you. Scraps of information may be the key to locked doors in future research. Ask everyone you know. Once you have everything that you can remember, everything relatives or elderly friends that knew your family can tell you, start to look for pictures and look at where they were taken, because places also tell stories. Many people had pictures taken outside their home or in parks or by landmarks that were regular places they went. Think about how many pictures of children are taken at Eastleigh Mellor every year, and imagine looking in 50 years at that picture. You could narrow down where a family lived to within 30 miles or less. Scan the information. If you have a scanner on your printer, a good camera, or a tablet such as an iPad, copy everything and put it on a USB or store it online. So many people have lost everything because of a fire, a flood, or a crashed computer, and this information becomes precious, so losing it is heartbreaking. This also means you can exchange information online, which is useful. Start your search. It doesn't matter whether you're experienced or inexperienced in relation to the internet. If you're tracing family, you will end up going online. There are great sources of local information like Southampton Archives, but in the end your search will take you beyond them. The other issue is money. Whether you decide to join an online genealogy resource or travel to the National Archives in Kew, there's money involved. If you're only looking for one person, go to your local library, as they may have access to the online sites you would have to pay for. This also helps you decide what services you like. In the end, your decision will be based upon what it is you're looking for. For example, if your relative was in the army and died in the war, then go to Commonwealth War Graves site, which is free. However, if you are tracing family to create a family tree or challenge your existing knowledge, you will have to pay to join a subscription service, because they have so much information and so much research is done when everyone else has gone to bed and libraries, etc. are closed. Just a quick comment to close this page. I've been asked many times about the issue of adoption. Now, there's been much progress in terms of the way different sites now deal with that issue. And I would suggest that if you're looking at the area of adoption, it might be a good idea to look at Ancestry.com and DNA. Their new tests links DNA via what they call cousins. So it's the closest DNA match to your DNA, and that often gives a geographic location. So it can take you, for example, to a village or small geographic area where there are many people with a similar DNA to your own. It's just a thought.